The seasons changed. I had to turn the page, learn from my mistakes, grow up to break away and lose control. It's the only way to know what the future holds. See thorns or see the rose. I rise and fall, built up these walls. They fell one by one. I'm so far down this road. I look back and I see planted seeds and watch them grow. Like the black dominoes.
All right, Zach, welcome back to the Broadway Podcast.
Happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you back on. There's a couple things I want to catch up with you on from the last time we spoke. We're at Live Oak right now today.
are.
They're letting us use their facilities. We're really appreciative of that. And you also work here.
I do.
So let's talk about some things you got going on here at Live Oak on Mondays.
Yeah, so since we talked last, we definitely started doing Duck Around and Find Out Mondays. It's been a huge success, you know, as far as like an industry night goes.
Yeah.
We just kind of built it from the ground up. And, you know, that was their whole goal with bringing me in was, you know, let's build that industry crowd. Let's work on our Monday nights doing something because there really wasn't anything going on. You know, Live Oak is really known for doing a lot of writers' rounds. And,
Yeah,
you
very
know, we're
true.
really kind of changing that stigma tenfold. And since then, you know, we've had a DJ night, we've done live bands, we've done, you know, stock exchange specials, we've done all kinds of stuff. And, you know, it really kind of always comes back to the Ducks,
Yeah.
which is hilarious because it started as a joke and, you know, we're running with it now.
Yeah, I see that all the time. Like a lot of places in Nashville have a lot of duck machines
Yeah.
and shit. And that's like, it was like very trendy. Everybody was like trying to get a duck from whatever place they were at.
Yeah.
Was that something that just like, how did it come about? Like, did you decided to use that like for y'all's aesthetic?
So I think it was probably like my second day. I think I was training and it was slower and I just said, fuck it. I'm going to go play the duck game because I always do. I love playing the duck game. I had probably 100 ducks at home that I've won in the past 5 years living in Nashville. And I just went over, I ended up winning, you know, 4 or 5 ducks. And I just took a picture of them and I put it on my story.
Yeah.
And I said, first 5 people to come see me get a duck. And within 10 minutes, I had 6 bartenders sitting at
Oh,
the bar.
that's awesome.
And so I was like, oh, this works. So then the next week, I grabbed a handful from my house. And I was like, all right, first come, first serve.
So for me, my luck with the duck machine is horrible. I
Okay.
haven't won any, I think I won maybe 1 duck at Brew House one time. And then ever since then, I'm not good with it. I don't know what it is about me and the duck machine, but I just don't have luck.
I think it depends on the claw. You know, I think it
Definitely.
depends on the bar. For some reason, Live Oak, I've always just really had good luck.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people that come in, they end up winning a bunch. And when I was moving, I had like 100 of them. And so I was like, well, it's a good way. I don't have to move these. I can get rid of them. So then I just started bringing them in every week.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, everyone gets a duck. So regardless of if you win it or you don't win
Right.
it, everyone that comes in to see me on Monday nights, they get a duck, as many as I bring in. So, you
So
know,
you're sponsoring your own ducks?
sponsor
We
my
gotta
own
get you a
ducks.
sponsorship for ducks.
I know.
Who is the person that makes the ducks?
There's a bunch of them. I mean,
We gotta find the
you.
local-
You can like buy them off Amazon. You can win them. I've been lucky enough that a couple of my regulars have donated me ducks because
that's
you know
awesome.
they either drive a Jeep or they win a ton, and so it's kind of nice because I just have an obscene amount of ducks now at the house, so I don't have to buy them. I don't have to win them, but they're supporting the cause.
Do you just like find random ducks like throughout your day? Just like a duck
100%.
that pops out? Like,
I have them in a duffel bag at this point. And
Really?
there's like probably a couple hundred. But even like my birthday, we gave out probably 200.
that was fun too. I was here for your birthday.
That
too.
was
It was epic.
That was where I would think that was when we really changed the stigma of like, Live Oak is not just a writer's round bar. Like,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can really do some cool stuff here.
So do you think that, speaking of like them going from like live music bar to now industry bar, you think that's something that can coexist together?
I think so, 100%.
Yeah.
I think I still am gonna, like, I get messages on a Friday or a Saturday that are like, hey, are you working tonight? Like, are you at Live Oak? And I was like, no, like, I'm only there Mondays. So I think that it is blended a little bit, But I think it is super key to have your industry night be one set day and then do all your other stuff on the other days.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it can take away from the artists or the industry part of it, because you're intertwining two different things. But I think it's also important also to have the industry nights, because we don't really have a lot of places that do that. Am I right or wrong about that?
The thing is, I think we do, and I think the difference that Live Oak really does is, having someone like me, not to toot my own horn or anything, but in this industry, I'm definitely someone who's known to move the needle. When I come into a bar, if there's anything that I attach myself to, it tends to do really well or become successful in terms of industry. I've grown business in a lot of different places, and I'm known as being that industry guy.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of places do an industry night on Mondays or maybe on Sundays, whatever the case may be. And I think the difference is really just kind of who do you have there that's staffing it, that who's gonna get asses in seats. And then once they're there, it's really about consistency and product. It's like with us doing, cheaper Rumpelman shots and doing cheaper Sun Cruisers and having either live music that's butt rock or my playlist, it's like we get people coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
And, we have the duck thing, which is great, and it's a great way to network, but consistency really is the big thing, and then having that industry anchor to get them in the door in the first place.
I mean, like, you do have a large following of people that come to see you at your jobs that you have had over the past years or whatever. And I think that's a good thing. It's a good problem to have, I think. But at the same time, do you think that that's like a hindrance sometimes for you? Like, can it be stressful? Because I mean, for me, it's like if I was to like say, let's do a party at so-and-so, and like Zach hosted it, people are gonna come because Zach's name's on it. Yeah. But do you find that sometimes can be a little bit stressful?
Oh yeah.
To like deal with?
100%.
Because Mondays is like make or break right now I wouldn't say make or break, but like I would feel if I was doing something like a Monday thing that it's make or break if it falls through.
Yeah.
Because you're here with other staff members too, right?
100%. Yeah. So it's me and Cassandra, and I mean, we've built it up to the point now where it's even on our slow days, they're great Mondays.
Yeah.
And so I think that we've instilled it enough, but then when we do the big stuff, like my birthday, anxiety was through the roof because you want it to be a huge success, and it was such a slow start that I was like, oh shit, maybe this is a flop. We've got DJs coming, we've got all this stuff. Yeah. And then within 30 minutes, it was like, oh shit, there's a couple hundred people here.
Yeah, it was packed. And like for me, it would be so stressful because like I was thinking like maybe I should do like a party for Halloween, but like so much goes on during Halloween, and like so many different parties are going on. I feel like if I was to throw a party and they just like fail, I'll be so pissed. No. So I can only imagine the stress that comes with like hosting a Monday industry, especially knowing that like if it doesn't go well, it's like 1,000% your fault.
Well, that's the thing is like whenever you attach your name to something, if it flops, it's almost more so if it's like, hey, this is my night. This is what I'm doing, and then it flops. It's not even necessarily on the bar. Like it's more like, oh, that guy sucks.
Yeah, this guy just.
And then
for
it's
no reason.
Building something from that, which like thankfully I've been blessed enough that like a lot of the things that I've done have all been very successful and taken off. But like I'm just waiting because that's the thing is building it back up. If you have that like oh shit event, it's tough. And not to say it's impossible, but it's definitely a harder road.
You have a lot of people that's like in your corner, so I don't think that will ever happen. No. I wish you would be throwing a Halloween party this year. That'd be sick.
So this is my thing, is I would love to throw a Halloween party, but I would also like to enjoy a Halloween party. And so,
not be working?
Not be working. Yeah. And so it's like for me, I think that the stress that comes from kind of running something and promoting it and doing it is kind of where I thrive, but at the end of the day, it's like the actual event I want to be able to enjoy.
Yeah.
Where like even my birthday, like if I would have been able to be a fly on the wall, like that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But I was like getting my ass kicked for 4 hours bartending and didn't even get to say hi to every person that was there.
Yeah, but I mean, you made money though, so
yeah, I mean,
that's
fun.
good.
Yeah,
but I mean, I do get it. Like you do want to be able to be in the thick of it sometimes, not always be responsible for everybody's like, happiness and stuff like that. So I get that. But like I said earlier when we talked about it last. I don't know if it's been a year or not. It's been like 6 or 7 months. It's been almost a year since the last time we were on the podcast together.
Right around Halloween.
Yeah, and we talked about how Nashville was such a like a city where like we think that, I'll ask you, I was like, do you think that Nashville is dying or whatever? And because at that point I was like I was in an irritated mode at that time. I think I was kind of fed up with a lot of stuff that was going on. And I kind of was just asking the question, do you think that Nashville, like working downtown, was like a dying breed or whatever? Now a year later, you know, things have changed and things have moved around. I don't want to ask the question like, do you think it's a dying breed? But like Nashville was a fad at one point, right?
Yeah.
And do you think that fad is still like at its highest peak or its lowest peak?
So I think my answer is probably gonna be super similar. I think downtown is too oversaturated, and I think since we last talked, it's even more saturated. And I don't think that's necessarily changing anytime soon. I think moving to Nashville is still huge. It's, you know, it's like you see these new bars open, and you're meeting people that are brand new to Nashville. You know, even when I was at Laney's, like I've made some of my new closest friends in the past year. They had just moved here from either, you know, Florida or Las Vegas or wherever the case may be.
Yeah.
They're brand new to Nashville. So it's like, it's still a fad.
It is still a fad, for sure.
It's still very much a fad.
It's definitely a fad still. And then, like, the importance of, like, these industry nights, getting back to the fad part. Because, like, when a place gets so oversaturated with, like, tourism that Nashville is, we tend to lose, like, places we can actually go and hang out with our friends and stuff like that. Yeah. So I feel like the industry nights are important. That's why I touched on it with you before earlier, is because those are important nights to be able to like just hang out, like de-stress, hang out with your people, and just kind of like exist amongst people that are like-minded, do the same thing you do, and can just like really relax. But sometimes we can get a little cliquey, I think, at times, because like we are industry workers, so we all work at places like together. Do you think that the Live Oak atmosphere, or wherever that, any other places if you've worked before that you've done industry, you think that's something that we can do better as far as like when we're together as a community? Or what do you like? What's your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of my big things with creating this at Live Oak, was when that they approached me about building this.
Yeah.
It was never necessarily about the money. Like obviously you're gonna have an industry night, it's gonna be great money, we know that.
Yeah.
But the big thing for me that's important is creating a community. And creating this safe space for bartenders, because realistically, Monday for us is our Saturday. We just worked our ass off all weekend. We all, you know, pockets full of money.
Yeah.
We're all stressed to the max. We're ready for a drink.
Yeah.
And we need somewhere that we can go out and we can let loose and we can have fun. And, you know, unfortunately for a lot of us, we work for one company that oversees a ton of bars, and it's frowned upon to go out and fully let loose in a place we work or a company we work for, and we respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
So this being off Broadway in Midtown is the perfect atmosphere to just come out, let loose.
Yeah.
If you want to get absolutely blackout drunk and end up at Red Door and cause a ruckus,
and not worry about going to work the next day. Like, am I still working here?
It's like it's for me, it's a safe place, and the big thing behind, you know, with the duck stuff is at the end of the night, I take a picture of everyone after they get a duck, and I put them on
sometimes.
Okay, I missed one time.
One time
it was my birthday. It was my birthday, and there was too many ducks stand out.
True.
I didn't get a picture of everyone, but I did get you the second time.
You did.
But the big thing is I tag everyone, and sometimes it takes me 2-3 hours to get all those pictures, you know, edited, posted, find people that I may or may not have followed or just met that night. But it's a convenient way for anyone that's there that night to be like, hey, like, you know, oh, I met so-and-so, but like, what was their name? Or like, I wish I would have followed them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go check Zach's story. Because 9 times out of 10, you could find that person.
Yeah.
Or if you're just, you know, a guy that saw a cute girl across the bar, 9 times out of 10, you can go find them easily.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, for musicians, it's been an awesome tool. I know I've had like Griffin and Brian, and these guys have come out and they've even said, you know, I've played at Aldean's for years now. And
I haven't seen half these people.
I don't even know half these bartenders, and they didn't know what they look like. They know damn well what your logo looks like on a screen, and what your voice sounds like, but they didn't know what your face looks like. And he told me, he was like, oh, I went home, and he goes, I followed like 10 people that I talked to that night, and he goes, they all followed me back.
Right. And they see, that's the thing for me, is like, that's the importance of having the industry, because for people that, especially like a lot of those musicians just moved here, I think Griffin's like not been really in Nashville for that long.
No.
So like being able to come out in the thick of it and see the people that serve you drinks while you're performing on a weekly basis and getting to know them personally, it helps your brand.
Absolutely.
I think the podcast, that when we do the podcast and we bring those artists on, it's really important to like really kind of broadcast them in a different light because, they got their QR codes up and stuff like that, and they're able to like spread their information to like broader audiences that visit.
Yeah, but have you ever been bartending and you're like, oh shit?
And did it the QR?
And did the QR code and followed someone that was singing?
I have before.
Have you?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I've ever done it, and it's like in my head, I'm like,
I definitely have. Like, I mean, it's some people that I've seen. Like, I've never seen this person before because like sometimes some of the artists that only play at certain bars and then one random day they come to Aldine's or wherever and they're like, oh, I'm like, oh, who's that? So I'll sometimes do it and I'll sometimes follow them too because I'm like, hey, they'll phone me back, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's a good tool. I think sometimes I wish I can like put a QR code on like my tickets or something like that at work.
Oh yeah.
So I can get like bigger followings. But I do think it's important for them to come out and intertwine with people that work in the bars and stuff and like have a more of a local environment because they get to see people all the time that are from other places, but they don't really have friends in town because they don't get to hang out with them or they don't know who they are. So I think the Duck Monday is brilliant actually.
It's cool for me. It's a marketing thing. It's a marketing thing that's really kind of taken off and it works. And like any fad, like I know the duck thing is not forever. Like granted, I'll get duck tattoos as a joke because I'll commit to the bit.
Yeah.
And I'm covered in tattoos already.
Yeah.
But I'm already forward thinking of what's the next thing that we're gonna do and what's the next event, what's the next theme, like how do we continue to grow something without becoming stale? And I'm fully embracing that, ducks aren't forever.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
And Nashville, things can get stale quick too. Like you have to be on your P's and Q's because like people get bored so quick here.
Oh,
and like they're like, okay, what's next? What's different? What's new?
No.
So I get that part.
Which I mean, we've been blessed enough that it's like the duck thing seems to be going great.
It's going great.
And we're gonna start incorporating some new stuff. I've got some really cool ideas that we haven't ironed out all the details, so I can't.
You don't want to really say right now.
I'll tell you after the pod.
All right, cool.
But
I'm okay with that.
Some really cool theme nights. We're gonna do a Monday in October.
Okay.
That will have a theme attached to it that will have to do with a costume, essentially, but it will be a ladies' night.
So what do you mean by that? Like, so only ladies are?
So guys will be out included too, but you'll understand more in a second when I tell you. It's a cool idea, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, so let me know so I can post it.
Oh, 100%.
And then also I want to be here, so I make sure I don't work.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think all bartenders should just request off Monday nights in general.
I usually don't work Mondays anyways. I don't want to say that. Well, I don't work Mondays usually.
Yeah.
And now I have somewhere to go on Mondays because like that's like I think it's great for so many different reasons because like when we're off work and we don't want to go to Broadway and hang out because I mean the last place I want to be is on Broadway after I get
100%.
off work. And to be able to go somewhere like Midtown and just like kick it and chill. The place is huge.
Yeah.
It's outside patio. It's right off the Mumbrian.
Food is phenomenal.
Food's great here. People that work here are great. I've met some of the management team today. They're awesome. And I think it's important to be able to go somewhere and just really, like you said, have fun.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want to be like I'm gonna hang out on Broadway after work because like I'm stuck because like traffic or whatever. But the last place I want to be is downtown.
Yeah.
And to be able to have somewhere, especially on Mondays, where like really nothing really goes on Mondays, and be able to know all my friends are gonna be at this place without me having to plan something or like text a group chat.
It's huge. And the cool thing is, what I think has been so successful for us here is that it's really just kind of a vibes thing. People come in and they're like, "What time do you close?" And I say, "I don't know."
Up to you.
We close. Obviously, we won't stay open past 2.
Yeah.
But if people are still in here and people are having a good time and they're drinking, we'll stay open till 1:30. We've had many a Monday night that we do that. People ask, do you guys do karaoke? No, well, we didn't, but we will now.
Yeah.
And so we've done impromptu karaoke. Why? Because there was enough people in the bar that wanted to sing and have a good time, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
And we just kind of go with the flow, and that's the nice thing about not being super corporate and having, amazing people like Kelly and Brent and Hasten and Janelle backing us and just really trusting me and Cass to kind of do our thing Monday nights, and it's been a home run. So
I think the collaboration with y'all, the bartenders and the management team, and being able to trust you guys to be able to, is big. I'm glad we got the opportunity to sit here and like really, I mean, your Instagram and your social media following is good, but it's also good to like have another outlet to show that people where we go, where we hang out.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of places that I want to go on a Monday. besides like really like honestly really like there's not really a lot of cool places where I know my people are going to be there. And for the people that watch this podcast and follow you on Instagram and your stories, to know that we're on the Mumbrin or Music Row on Mondays, never hit or miss, like always on Mondays. And be able to come and have somewhere to hang out and have fun.
And I always tell people too, you know, I've had a lot of people that have kind of shown up at like 6 or 7 o'clock and like, oh, this isn't really what I see on Instagram. And that's the thing is, you know, we try and build it. We try and do, you know, get people to come earlier. It's just, that's the industry.
Yeah, for sure. And we're late bloomers anyways.
You know us, so like you come in, if you come in by 9:30 on a Monday night, you're going to see at least 20 people you know.
Right. If the sun's up still, we're not going to. Usually,
literally.
Usually around the time football comes on Monday.
That's why I started doing the raffle, like with the gift cards. When I do the giveaways every week for the Ducks, it's like you random draw. I sign the bottom of one of the Ducks every week, and whoever pulls that one gets a $25 gift card.
Oh, really?
That was to incentivize people to come earlier, because the earlier you get there, the better chance you have of winning.
Right.
No, yeah, people still show up at 9:30.
Well, you know, we're hard-headed. We don't like to
and then
show
like
up places on time.
Last week, I don't think someone won it. It was the last Duck. Completely unplanned.
Yeah.
The last Duck in the bag.
So basically, I want to highlight the tattoo shop you guys have downstairs too.
Yeah.
I heard that one of them were like on a show or something like that. Like what?
Yeah. So both of the owners were on Ink Master.
Okay.
And I mean, both incredible tattoo artists. I believe Bubba is also the owner or partner for the shop that's in Jelly Rolls. Mm-hmm. So they already have one of these, you know, glass house studios.
Like bar concepts that
Yeah, and it just works, man. You know. Whether it may be a convenience thing of people are already out, or hey, people are drinking and their inhibitions are lowered, the tattoo shop and a bar thing just works. I mean, last week they were busy. They stayed open until like 12:30.
Damn. I mean, it does kind of like go hand in hand, because like imagine you being out of town with your friends and you just
every tattoo on my thigh is a tattoo I got drunk in a different like.
And they do a good job, because the duck you have right there. It's pretty solid. Yeah. And like I think last time I was here, they were doing like giveaways, like if the dartboard, something you guys had.
Yeah, I think they normally do like $150 minimum, and it was $100 minimum, and you throw a dart, and whatever you land on, you get.
That's
which was
cool.
kind of cool. Yeah.
And are they like their own entity, or are they like, is there a name behind it? Could we find them on Instagram, like, or are they just like?
Yeah,
individual people.
So I believe it's Flash House Tattoo. I will send it to you so that you can post it, or you can add it. So it's gonna be under it's just Flash House Tattoos.
Cool.
On Instagram.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll share that, because a lot of people don't. I think that's a new thing now, like having a tattoo shop at a bar, especially when you have good people that do good work. They do really good work.
And they're awesome.
And I want to get a tattoo the next time I'm able to be here on a Monday night. I think next Monday is my next off Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dial it down and get a tattoo. So we'll see. I think I have an idea. I want to get like a
Scorpion tattoo. I think you do the Broadway Pod logo.
Should I?
I think you should.
I think so, huh?
I think you commit to the bit.
I'm going
to end up getting a third duck.
Okay.
And I'll just have duck, 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 and then I'll have to get a silly goose.
Period.
That's my plan.
I was going to say duck, duck, goose.
I'm gonna do a goose with a propeller hat. So it'll be duck, duck, silly goose.
Yeah, I want to get a scorpion tattoo, because I'm a Scorpio, but I think the pod is a good idea.
I think you should do it.
So yeah, I'm glad we got to highlight them. So it's Flash House Tattoos.
Yep.
It's located inside of Live Oak.
Yep.
And they're open when you guys open.
Yeah, I believe their hours should all be listed on their Instagram, but I'm pretty sure they're open most of the same hours that the bar is.
Cool. Well, my next tattoo is coming from this place, so
hell yeah,
it's out there now, so I can't back out. I want to get one last time, but I don't know what. I think I might have got too drunk. I was like, I'm just getting the hell out of here.
That's fair. See, that's the.
It was your birthday.
That's the tightrope that you kind of walk.
Yeah.
You know, with having a tattoo shop in a bar is, you know.
Maybe I should get it when I first come, so I can go ahead and get it over with.
I think you come, beer and a shot, tattoo, and then the rest of the day wherever it goes.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think beer and a shot, perfect level of like, okay, cool.
Go ahead and get tatted up.
Go ahead and get tatted up.
Then I can budget the rest of the night accordingly.
Exactly.
And lastly, speaking of merch, I know there's a lot of merch ideas out there for
Yeah.
the duck around and find out. There's merch ideas for us at the podcast. I did get some bar keys made,
Oh, hell
and I
yeah.
wanted to present you a bar key today.
Let's go.
I want you to use it tonight because it's good luck.
I
You'll
will.
be the first person.
I will indeed.
You are the first person to receive one of these.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
And it has the logo on it. And I'm
that's
gonna give Cass one
badass.
too, obviously, so
Love
she don't
that.
get mad at me for not giving her one. And like, I think the merch thing is something that we need to like. We both need to kind of get on. It's expensive though, man. Like especially when you don't get a partnership on something. So.
And that's one of those things where it's, you know, do you believe enough in your brand to shell the money out and hope that people reimburse you? You know, for me, my big thing is that it's like I am too generous. Where if I were to shell out a couple grand and get a ton of t-shirts and hats and all this shit made, I would have it, and then I would just end up giving it all away.
That's what I was at too with it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta go. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know, I did get hats made last year, and I pretty much just gave them all to my friends just to like get the name out there. I don't really care about monetizing on that because I feel like it's important just to get your name out.
100%.
And then once stuff starts to get to like a different degree, then we'll think about like selling. But like it's just too much.
I do need to get the Snow White rubber duck.
Absolutely.
On a t-shirt. I need to get it made. Keep an eye out for it. It's coming.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, last year during Halloween, you dressed up as Snow White.
I dressed up as Snow White for Halloween, and then I brought it back out at Bonnaroo.
Oh, really?
And there's this like infamous picture of me laying in the grass at Bonnaroo with a case of Twisted Teas. And when we started doing the duck thing as a joke, I told ChatGPT, hey, turn this into a rubber duck. And it turned the Snow White Zach into rubber duck.
I haven't seen that, I don't think.
And so that's what I'm going to use as like my stickers, and I'll probably put it on a t-shirt.
That's smart.
And it's just like an iconic
Yeah.
picture that we made into
If
a
I
rubber
can
duck.
find that picture, I'm definitely gonna repost it on my story.
Oh, 100%. I'll show you. I'll send it to you.
Hell yeah,
after this.
sick.
It's just a hilarious thing. And then obviously it's like we've just got a ton of cool things. All my stuff back and forth with Twisted Tea has been cool.
Yeah.
I just
maybe you get you a little sponsorship for Twisted Tea. Honestly.
I know, you know, it's like Sun Cruiser Twisted Tea are the same company.
Yeah.
And so I think as long as I can stay in the house of, you know, Boston Beer's good graces, then, you know, I'm happy.
Well, we'll help you. We're going to drink as much as we can. So.
Oh, you already know.
But man, it's been amazing having you back on the show. I can't wait to see what the future holds for Live Oak and Monday nights. Right now, like we were saying, Monday night at Live Oak, we're now doing podcasting upstairs.
I love it.
And we're doing Duck Around and Find Out on Mondays.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more on our stories. And hopefully tonight will be fun.
Yeah, tonight should be a good one. We got some cool stuff going on, and then I'll definitely keep you posted, and then we'll make a big announcement on when we're going to do our October Fun Industry Monday.
I cannot wait because I know it's going to be something crazy.
It's going to be fun.
Thank you so much again for being here.
Of course. Anytime you want to have me, I'll be here.
Hell solid. Thank you.
Hey,